What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Monday Night Wave. This is a special edition episode. If you feel me, it's the predictions for the Clash at the Castle, for WWE's Clash at the Castle. I'm your host, Jay, the producer, the favorite baby, your mother's favorite baby face. Yeah, we're gonna pass it off to the one, the only, my tag partner and partner in crime here. Go ahead, take it away.
He is the wild card. He is the king of gorgeous. He is Mr. Sexy Ass Lottery. He is Hero, and I am he, baby. And Mr. Bianca Lonair. Yeah, I said Mr. But you didn't think I was going to dip into the women's names? Nah.
Great.
Mr. Lonair. Let's go. What do you want to pot about? Oh, wait. You don't even got to answer that question. You already told us, baby. It's time for Clash of the Castle in
Yes,
Glasgow.
sir. It's definitely in Glasgow. It's going to be a great show. I have a very strong inkling that we're going to like this PLE. Before we get into the matches, for sure, don't forget to follow us on all those socials on YouTube, Spotify, Twitter,
Soon to be Instagram.
soon to be Instagram at the Monday Night Wave. We will be here live reacting, or hopefully live reacting to some of the events that happen. But before all that, let's get into the match card. Let's see what we got here. What you got for me?
All right. So, as of right now, there is no order. But there have been 5 matches guaranteed and based off Elimination Chamber, the Saudi Queen and the King and Queen of the Ring, and Backlash. If they're going to keep to the 5 to 6 match formula, then this seems like it's pretty concrete. So, as of right now, I'll just say again, there is no order as of right now. So we're going to go with
Card subject to change.
card is subject to change. So we have the women's tag triple threat with Bianca and Jade, blah blah blah, fucking Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, and Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks.
Mm. Um, Realistic side of me is like they retain. I think Jade and Bianca retains. The chaotic side of me, or the sicko part of me, would love to see Alba Fire and Isla Dawn get this, just to shake shit up. But I don't think the story is quite over for Bianca and Jade just yet. So I think I'm gonna ride with Bianca and Jade.
Yeah, I too am going to choose Bianca and Jade. Yeah, it's too soon to take it off of them. We are in the stage of where they're trying to elevate this division and make it more prestige, so that it's not fucking playing patty cake and stuff like essentially consistent complaints that we've all had with this women's tag division since its creation. So I think they're going to continue to try to elevate it. It's too soon to take it off of Bianca and Jade. They're too too heroic,
Yeah,
and them winning a triple threat just adds adds 2 notches at once to the fucking resume. So yeah, I think Jade and Bianca retain, but Alba and Isla will definitely get a great showing on this show. I think they're going to show out for sure, especially for the home
absolutely.
crowd.
Um,
Next,
yeah, what's next?
again, no order. We have Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship.
Uh,
You went first last time.
yeah,
To me, it is time for Chad to win it, especially if he has resigned. Sammy is destined for the top card. He has to lose his title eventually. Not everyone needs long title reigns. To me, it's time to give it to Chad. That sets up Chad versus Otis at some point, especially if they want to recreate Team Angle with the Creed Bros. That means they're going to have to get the tag at some point. So that means Chad needs a title, and this would be Chad's first single title, and he has deserved it. He has been a star since he's signed with this company, with Alpha Academy, or what was this first Alpha Academy? It was Alpha. whatever the fuck. He's been a star since I've seen him in NXT, and then he's been on the main roster. And American Alpha, I think is what it was. American
Yeah, it
Alpha.
was American Alpha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he deserves it. Especially if he's resigning. To me, this is like the best like little promotion. Like you did what you did. Like he has been really good for last for sure. I mean, he's been really good his whole career. But if we're talking about like ever since COVID, like he's been good for sure this last 4 years. When Otis came with him, and they revamped. They were the Shush Bros. They had the tag team titles. They were over as fuck. There's a show that when they came to Portland versus him and Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, like they have been over for a while. Chad Gable is extremely fucking reliable. He is great. He is a good heel. He is a good face. He deserves this. I'm choosing Chad Gable. It is time Sammy to go to the up card. He will be in Money in the Bank in Toronto. That is my prediction.
Mm. Um, I'm gonna go Sammy for two things. One was the obvious, it's just the contract, and we don't know what the hell the status is with Gable. Not anything concrete. So I'm gonna go with Sammy on that end. But also, I think the bigger story that could possibly be told is kind of going back to what we talked about on last week's episode or this week's episode was uh, Jay needs a mid card. I think you can tell a story of Jay Uso versus Sammy at SummerSlam. I think we could get that to pop off there, and maybe you can get Jay to win from Sammy potentially. So hypothetically, if the storylines are progressing farther into like Jey Uso and the Bloodline and stuff like that, I think that Sammy should probably retain. I think there's still unfinished business between that angle of it, especially if we are thinking of uh, another Fatu entering the circle at some point. So
It's funny. I think you're wrong, but for the right reason. If that makes sense.
I'm so confused. No, I have no
because
idea what that.
because I think again, like we talked about it in the last show. I think Jay needs a single title,
Mhm.
and Jay versus Sammy. Although that would be a good emotional match, they're both super hot, like super over baby faces. I just don't see them fighting anytime soon. So in
Mm.
theory, I feel like if Chad wins, then SummerSlam we could get it Chad versus Jay, and I think that's a really good match. And whoever wins that is whoever fucking wins it. I don't give a damn, but I think that's a really good marquee match because you get us over ass heel because I mean Gable is over, and if the Creeds join his
It is.
horses, like that's crazy too. And then obviously Jay, the only person more over than Jay is Cody Rhodes right now. So like they are the top two baby faces,
Yeah.
and fucking yeah, no Jay, yeah, I just don't see Jay. I just don't see them booking Jay versus another crazy ass baby like. Yeah, Jay, Sammy, and Cody are the top three baby faces in this entire company
Maybe
right now.
that's the angle. Maybe Jay's like, okay, you got Sammy, but you can't get me, kind of thing. Maybe that's the case. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go Sammy.
All right, we'll
That's
see.
my
No,
answer.
but. All right, so next we get Bailey versus Piper Niven for the women's world title, women's championship.
Uh, Rocking with Bailey here.
Yeah.
Once again, Reigns just not. It just started. I think this is her second title defense since she's had it.
Uh, it might be third because I feel like she defended the title on one of those random SmackDowns, and that's what set up to that triple threat at Backlash. But also, I don't know. It's either second or third.
Yeah, it's still
But
well. Either way, it's still mad early for
yeah,
her to lose the belt at this point. So I'm going Bailey.
yeah. I too am going to go Bailey because I think the marquee match is Bailey versus Nia. Every single time they
Yeah.
fought, it's been fire. Their NXT match, even though Nia is 1,000 times better than what Nia was then, and
Mm-hmm.
Bailey's I don't even want to say 1,000 times better. I'll say Bailey's like 300 times better than what she was back then because Bailey's a fucking goat. This the new versions of them, I feel like is going to be way better than what we saw in NXT. I think that's just a marquee match. I do want to see Piper versus Nia though, so maybe like after Clash of the Castle, Bailey wins, and then Piper tries to get another chance, but and then her and Nia fight because I think we need to see that. I think that's a marquee. That's one of those that's like almost our Braun Strowman versus Big Show, or Braun Strowman versus Omos. That's one of those matches where I feel like you gotta.
That's
You,
Omos versus Obafemi. Give me that.
Either way, I feel like it's one of those matches where we got to add extra stability to the ring because they might make it break. Which honestly, the first woman to fucking make a ring
To
break,
break the ring break?
that would be
Pop.
super fire.
Pop.
Oh my god. Um,
Pop.
yeah, but either way, yeah, I have to agree. Even though it's bad radio, I gotta agree. I'm choosing Bailey. Got to choose
Yeah.
Bailey.
It's just
Yeah.
too early.
Yeah.
What else we
So
got here?
then we get. All right, so we did Bianca, Sammy, Bailey. So then we get Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles in an I Quit match.
Um, fuck, man. Like I feel like a broken record here because nothing's really changing. So realistically, Cody. But for the sense of radio, I'm going to say AJ. AJ is going to make Cody Rhodes say he quits. That doesn't even
Yeah.
sound believable. Yeah,
Unless Brandy's involved,
that
or,
nigga ain't
or
for shit.
no, because everyone quits for their wife or like their child or something. So like, unless Brandy's involved, or Pharaoh the dog, which I know for
That's
they're no. Cody's winning. To
yo.
me,
Let
Cody's
somebody.
winning, but to me, I'm trying to figure out how they're going to book it because
Yeah, we know that
obviously,
Cody's winning, but how? Yeah,
yeah, because the OC is back with AJ, so that means he has backup. Cody still has zero backup. How is he going to make AJ say "I quit" when he has two friends to help him? But
was there
yeah,
anybody that AJ jumped ahead of? Like, was there a
no,
break in between? I mean, it was just Logan, but Logan's not coming out to sabotage AJ. So
no. Logan's in another program. Like now, they're starting to slowly set up Logan
yeah,
versus LA. So
I don't know. I really don't know how they're gonna do the finish of this.
man, honestly, oh wait, you said Cody, right?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. I don't believe this, but fuck it. AJ wins, and he wins because they attempt to hurt Brandy. So Cody has to quit. But Cody wins it back either at SummerSlam or whatever happens in September.
if Cody, yeah, yeah, that's get the dog, turn Cody into John Wick, let him come back with the black hair and just fucking wreak havoc on everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's
So,
the only way that shit's happening.
similar to what Judgment Day did to Edge, like when they hurt Beth. The only way Cody is ever going to quit is if Brandy or his child or Pharaoh is going to be hurt, and they're not going to pull the child angle. And honestly, the animal angle is wild because I don't know if a lot of you fans know this, but the reason why it went from WWE from WWF is because they had a legal battle with the World Wildlife Foundation. So I don't think they're going to do a dog angle.
No, 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 no.
So the only
Absolutely
other
not.
thing you could do is let me beat up your black wife. That's the only other angle they could do,
God damn it.
or just beat up your wife.
Main
Take her
event.
apart.
Main event is going to be Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Where are you going with this one? Who's your hot pick in this? This one's a little bit more interesting, I feel.
This one is honestly, this is probably the hardest one because you don't want Drew to lose in front of his home again, right?
No. He threw out a banger against Roman too.
Yeah, I mean it's Drew. He can have a banger with anybody, but also at the same time, I feel like it's too soon for Priest. It's kind of similar to how I feel about Swerve and Osprey. Like to me, it's kind of you don't want Drew to lose. similar. You don't want Osprey to lose, but I also feel like it's too soon to take the belt off of Damian, just as much as it's too soon to take the belt off of Swerve. And also there's always Punk. Punk is like he could show up. So I'm really
Mm,
this this is really hard for
it's
me.
tough. It's a tough
This is
one
easily the hard like because you and I
because it can
talked
go either
about
way.
it. You know, and you and I talked about it. Like a lot of these 5 match shows, like Elimination Chamber, Backlash, like a lot of them been predictable, but they still been really good. Out of all those
Hmm.
shows, slash also Saudi Arabia, like this is probably the least predictable match because this could like again, like I don't expect Drew to lose this in front of his fucking home crowd twice in a row. I don't. Man. But then come, yeah. Man. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
This
this is
is really
tough.
hard.
This
I
is
really
tough.
want to flip the coin. Because also Gunther is supposed to fight whoever gets his title. That's another fucking plot point. And it's like, do we see Drew and Gunther again? Or do we see
Uh,
or do we see Gunther and Priest for the first time and Gunther goes over Priest? Man, yeah, this is the hard honestly, yeah, this is easily the hardest one. Okay. I'm going to choose Drew only because
okay.
I feel like he's not going to resign. Well, no, because he's a good wrestler. And when I mean a good wrestler, I mean he knows how to play ball. Like sometimes niggas gotta lose. Um Okay, no, I'm gonna go Drew. I'm gonna go Drew. The reason I'm going Drew is because again, I don't expect Drew. I'm sorry, I don't expect. Yeah, I'm going Drew because I don't expect him to lose again in front of his wife and family, etc. And the other caveat is that I have a sleek suspicion Gunther might lose the crown. So I'm going to choose Drew to win this title match.
Mm. Um. Damn. I was. I had. I had an idea before you put the ball in my court. Uh. Fuck, bro. For the sake of business wise, and what's going to be a bigger marquee matchup, I'm going to go Drew as well, but with the intentions on it's Drew Punk SummerSlam, right? I think that's a good fucking match you can have at SummerSlam, or maybe before that, because like you said, Gunther gets the match at SummerSlam. He gets the from King of the Ring,
He's
but I
supposed to.
still feel like he's supposed to. I still feel like you can squeeze Punk in there too, or do that shit at
Yeah.
Money in the Bank in Toronto. Like I think you can also get that one off. Um,
My gut is telling me Randy
but
and Gunther are going to have a rematch, which will set up Randy and Cody, but that could also be a pipe dream.
that's true.
Yeah.
Damn, fuck! Don't put that in my head right now. I don't need that. God, because now the past is getting twisted. Um, yeah. But then also there's an unfinished story between Priest and Drew. So you snuck me. You didn't get me like fairly. You didn't give me the fair one. So like now, it's literally me and you 1-on-1 for this belt, and I don't think you can beat me 1-on-1. And I don't see him like you said. I don't see him lose in front of his home crowd. That would be brutal, bro. You would at that point you would have to have like Scotland go up on CM Punk. Like he would have to be criminal enemy number one for sure if Punk come out and like sabotage this win for Drew. Um, but then on the flip side, you could also give me something new, and then it could be Priest versus Gunther at SummerSlam. It could be Priest against somebody else, and I'm okay with new shit too. Um, so I guess I'm neutral. I don't care either way,
Yeah.
but I feel like story wise, they're both gonna be interesting. They have so many different like webs that can be spun from
Yeah.
either one of these guys winning. So
This is easily
for the
the
sake of
most
radio,
interesting match based on like
absolutely for the
the compli Yeah.
and it's going to be a good match. We're talking about outcomes. We're
Yeah.
this is like the match in general should be a good match. So for the sake of like just choosing, I'm gonna go Drew because I do want to see Drew Punk for a belt. I think that would be fucking solid. Do they need it? No, but I think it would be for WWE terms. I think the stakes would be a little bit higher if there was a belt on the line.
Wait, who did I choose?
You chose you chose Drew.
All right, I'm switching. I'm gonna choose Priest based on what
All
you
right.
just based on the last thing you just said. Because yes, Punk and Drew would be better with a belt, but if Punk costs Drew again, which again, oh man, if Punk
It
does
would put
cost,
Punk in different levels, bro.
I mean, in the UK he's going to be hated, but in America he'll be fine. But it makes another rivalry to where yet you don't need a title for this rivalry. Similar to how I felt with Rock and Roman, or again how I mean, we talked about multiple times. There's multiple titles or rivalries that can happen without a title, and this rivalry does not need a title per
Nah.
se. Especially if Punk costs him out of two titles. That's how you know like the hate is real. It's like, and
You
then
want to
yeah,
talk about a Montreal screw job.
man,
Let
and then
Punk sabotage Drew twice.
bro, what if Punk has to be the referee because of whatever happens with Judgment Day and like or some shit and man, yeah, all right, yeah, I'm switching. I'm gonna choose Priest, especially for good radio. I'm gonna just switch. I'm gonna choose Priest. We get Priest and
This is gonna be
Gunther.
good. Yeah, I'm excited now.
Yeah,
This is gonna be dope.
yeah.
Yes, people. That was our prediction for Clash of the Castle. Hopefully you're excited as we are. We definitely got some shit lined up as far as like our predictions and what our thoughts were. So man, we're up for whatever's gonna happen.
It should be a good
Um
show. Good ass show.
yeah, definitely gonna be a good show. If you're hearing this one is gonna come out before, of course, the PLE. So the next episode will be our review of said PLE. So be prepared for that and be ready for that. And then after that episode, we'll get back into regularly scheduled programming.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. It's been great to talk wrestling with you guys. We will catch you guys in the next one. It's been real. Peace out.
Peace out. Too sweet.